Peyton Manning or Tom Brady should be less valuable than like an LT.
Yeah.
But they're just not. They're not in a real game. They shouldn't be in fantasy football. They should be as valuable. So in our league, we do 6 points for touchdown passes, and it makes quarterbacks like the highest scoring position.
Okay.
Average, like the highest scorers in the league were quarterbacks last year. But not all quarterbacks scored higher. Scored higher than running backs, and it just depends. There's a certain tier of quarterbacks you pick. If you get your first pick, and you're sitting there looking at, if you get pick number 1, B-Rye, if you draw number 1, it only makes sense to go with Tom Brady.
That was going to be my question is, would you go with Peyton Manning or Tom Brady?
Dude.
They go back and forth.
Yeah, but I'm going Tom Brady. If I get the number 1 pick, I'm Tom Brady. The very number 1 pick, easily. I'm going Tom Brady. No doubt about it. Now, the thing about it is, though, see, it's tough because running backs are harder to come by. The quarterbacks score you more points, but running backs are harder to come by, and you need more than one. You only need one good quarterback, right? But you need you need 3 good running backs. But you got to have it. It's impossible for everyone to get 3 quality running backs. There's not enough guys in the league, but you have to do your best to try to get 3 running backs you can plug in. Because we have a flex position. We have one position that you can put in either a running back or a wide receiver. So every week you're playing either 2 running backs and 3 wideouts, or 3 running backs and 2 wideouts. All right, so you need to have at least 3 quality running backs, and that's hard to get. So that's why people, even though Tom Brady will score you more points than Brian Westbrook, you have to seriously look at a guy like LT or Westbrook before Tom Brady, because you can still get a quality quarterback in the 4th or 5th round, and you'll be hard pressed to find running backs of that caliber that late. Make sense?
Yeah. So, are you saying that I should?
That you should take Westbrook. You got to
go with a running back.
I said, I said if I get the number 1 pick, I'm going Brady. I'm just giving you the other side of it. Why people go running backs, and I'm going Brady number 1 pick if I get it. And that's exclusive to our league because of our scoring, and that's the way I think it should be. But then I'm going with my next 3 picks. I'm going running back.
Okay.
See, but now if I don't get Brady or Manning, I'm not going quarterback. If I get the number 3 pick and those 2 are gone, I'm not going quarterback. I'm not going Romo or Breeze. I'm just not. Those guys are in a top tier. But then after those 2, you got to start going with those elite running backs. But there's only 5 or 6 of those. We're talking LT, Adrian Peterson, Brian Westbrook, Joseph Adai, Steven Jackson. That's it, and that's the elite. That's the top elite. But then you got to start looking after those guys. At guys like, like Romo, guys like Breeze, guys like Roethlisberger, quarterbacks, because quarterbacks are more important in our league than they are in others. But see, you'll be able to get a guy like, you never know, because every draft is so different. There's so many different personalities that you'll have a guy on your list down at number 45, and you're not even looking at him. But another guy will have him up in the top 15, and he'll take him in the 3rd rounder. And it's, every draft is different, and you never know. But there's a chance you could bag a guy like Eli Manning in the 10th round and just have him be your starter, and he could light it up. He could actually light it up for you. So it's kind of however you want to play it. If you want to load up and be heavy at running back, and then kind of take somewhat of a gamble on a quarterback a little bit later, the quarterbacks are more available than running backs. You can get a good quarterback. Like I said, there's just a few elite that you have to grab ahead of everybody else, but the league's full of good, productive quarterbacks you can plug in. Honestly. Wide receivers are also very deep. Very deep.
All right.
So anyhow.